Hey YouTube, this is Jesus is Salvation. I want to let you see the results of the test. We are now at 107 minutes, so roughly an hour and 50 minutes. As you can see, this is the cloth. It is now starting to taper down a little bit, and it's singeing the parts that are sticking up. So if it's mostly flat like the bounty roll, there's not much sticking up to catch and become a cinder. So remarkably, the bounty roll did great. It hardly got singed. The cloth singed because I couldn't get it flat enough when I jammed it down inside. And I'm thinking this might be a good time, the way the flame is starting to wrap around the charcoal edges there and singe it a little more. So they both, now see, here I am, I'm touching the middle of the can and it's not, it's warm. Up here, it's hot. Down here, not at all. So this is still pretty decent. If you put this inside a larger can, in a gallon paint can, you could put it inside and you wouldn't feel any heat at all, maybe around the lip. And if you had something that you could put over top of this, possibly a lid drilled with holes, maybe some holes drilled around the top of the gallon, and put it inside, you could get air inside to give it flame, but just enough to keep it going and give it heat. And that way you could even conserve more of the alcohol. So at this point, this could still burn and burn and burn, but we're almost at 2 hours and it's reusable. So what I like about this idea is, if you keep this thing going long enough to boil your water, to cook your food, to give yourself some heat, as you need more heat, you could just open the lid and light it up. You have it a little while longer. If you wanted to, when you cool this thing down, fill it up again. You got 2 more hours and a decent wick. You could probably scrape off some of the charcoal on the top. So at this point, I can't say that one is better over the other. I would have assumed the cloth would have been better. It might last longer because it's heavier duty and it's woven, where this is not. This might have a lifespan. I don't know. So in the long run, they both worked about the same. The one plus over the other, I think this one would last longer, but the bounty was much lighter. When I did the two, I showed you in the test that this was much heavier. As I pick this up right now, this feels twice as heavy. So if we're worried about your backpack and what you're having in there and you're trying to save weight, that might be the way to go. So the bounty roll worked great, heavy duty. You can see the flame in there. Now we'll watch this. Here we go. It's out. Out. Let's see if I can burn my fingers. There you go. Now, that's totally reusable. If you take a little knife and cut off the top, you're white again. That cloth should last a long time. It's still pretty heavy from the fluid. So I think this thing will still go and go and go. So I think this is a great idea. Try both. See which ones you guys like better. My next step would be, can I make this safe in a tent? Probably not a great idea, but I'd like to see in an emergency situation, would it work? Please give me your feedback and your ideas. Let me know what you think, and I hope this was educational. Have a great day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.